Good morning, Madison Lion Cubs. This is Mr. DSK, and I'm here on this marvelous Madison Monday, September 15th morning to share with you what's happening at Madison this week. But before I do so, I'd like you to join me in saying Madison Lion Cubs are always respectful, always responsible, and always really, really safe. So I know, and you know, that we're all going to have a great day and a great week. But before we get started on that great day and great week, I do have some announcements for you. The first one concerns these Madison dollars, and you may have seen these around. We have the yellow one, or the golden Madison dollar, and we have the green Madison dollar. The green Madison dollar is for an individual recognition of something that a student is doing in following the expected expectations. The expected expectations, that's right. Yes, so for example, if the teacher asks for the classroom to have 0 voices because the teacher's about to give an instruction and you are, let's say, the first or one of the first to show active listening skills, the teacher may give you one of these green dollars. Or maybe at recess, you see a ball that needs to be picked up and put in the recess basket. One of the staff sees you do that and gives you a green Madison dollar. You may not always receive a green dollar for every expected behavior or act of kindness that you do in the school, but we're looking out and you will receive them. And then these can be used in the raw store, where you can purchase little items, or sometimes a classroom teacher may have something that they do with these green dollars in the classroom. There are also the yellow Madison dollars or the golden Madison dollars, and these are for when a class shows an expected behavior. And this could be something as simple as, I don't know, walking down the hallway. A teacher sees your class walking down the hallway and you are all keeping to the right, you are keeping hands, feet, objects to self, you're not touching the artwork on the walls, and everyone is at 0 voices, which, by the way, 0 voices is the expectation in the hallway. So a teacher or staff member may see this, congratulate you as a class on a good job, and give your teacher a yellow Madison dollar, a golden dollar. And then when you collect 10 of these in your classroom, your teacher may do something fun with you with that. And I'll leave that between you and your teacher. Whilst on the subject of expectations, and I just mentioned the hallway expectations of keeping to the right and 0 voices, I would like to talk about being safe at Madison. If you remember, Madison Lion Cubs are always respectful, always responsible, and always really, really safe. Now, at recess, I want you to have fun, I want you to play games, I want you to meet your friends, but I would like you also to play safe. And last week I noticed that some of our students were playing what to them was a fun game of chase, but in a way where they would put hands on each other and sometimes kids would get hurt. So please, when you are playing games out at recess, especially if they're tag or chase type games, be very, very careful. I don't want you hitting somebody as part of that game because it can end up in somebody getting hurt, feelings hurt, and sometimes we may get into trouble as a result of that, okay? So remember that when you go out at recess today. This week we will have a fire drill tomorrow. That's on Tuesday, September 16th. And a fire drill, well, actually a drill, is when we practice for some kind of emergency or event. So tomorrow we are going to pretend that there is a fire and we're going to show our teachers and our class how we leave the building in a safe manner. Now, your teachers will be giving you instructions on how to do that, but generally you will line up in the classroom and you will walk out into the field using 0 voices. Now, you may ask, why do we have to use 0 voices if we're walking out to the field? Well, the reason is that with 0 voices, you can hear instructions. Your teacher may need to have you walk a different way to stay safe. And also the teacher can make sure that they can count every student that is in your class to make sure that everyone is there. So please, during the drill, use 0 voices. And remember, a drill is something that we practice. We will be having a drill every month this year. I would like to also today introduce to you and welcome Melinda. Melinda will be our new lunch server. So welcome Melinda to Madison. Well, that's it from me. I'll see you out and about. Bye.